The market, as we know, dropped 1,800 points on Thursday. Today regained a little bit, almost 500 points. But the issue is, I think the market is kind of resetting from its record-breaking run of gains of 44.5% since the end of March. Right now, there's been a spike in coronavirus cases in 22 states. The second aspect of this is the Fed. Chairman Powell said they anticipate that by the end of the year, our unemployment rate would still be north of 9%. The economy will contract 6.5%, which is a major contraction. What was interesting is that 2 days prior, there was announced that we have been in recession since February, which means that the economy was already weakening, but a recession without COVID would be much more mild than a recession with COVID. So the prognosis of saying we have a long road is very difficult. Well, the delivery apps are charging a lot for that delivery. So not only do the consumers pay a fee, but the restaurants pay a fee. And depending on whether there's marketing support behind it or not, those fees can be ranged from 20 to 40%. And before the pandemic, delivery services were important, but a very small part of what restaurants of their revenue. Now, the mix is fairly large. And that really hurts the restaurants. These apps like Uber Eats, DoorDash, or Grubhub, they've been aggressively advertising, which has been a help to restaurants. Save your local restaurant, order online if you're not going to go pick up. And so in some ways, they've been helping boost business to restaurants, which is great. But at the same time, they haven't cut back on these fees. And different delivery services have done a better job than others. So DoorDash for independent restaurants cut their commission by 50%. Uber Eats has done some things to kind of offset some of the costs. Grubhub has been the one that's been more, although they've advertised aggressively in favor of the industry, they've not cut back their fees, and also they've made some claims, like with the mayor of Chicago, they made a joint announcement saying there would be $100 million in they'd contribute that in fees to help these restaurants, when in fact it was really a deferral, and then after several months the restaurants would have to pay those fees at some point.